How's everyone doing? I'm Jonathan Harkins. I was born in Manchester, New Hampshire, and I was raised there for most of my life. I grew up playing sports, captain on most of my teams, and overall good athlete, I'd like to think. I was not a fan of school, though. School bored me because I always felt like I knew most of what was being taught. Of course, later in life, I realized there was so much more I could do with my life that made sense to me. That was one thing that I liked to do was join the Marines. I always wanted to do it because I could see leadership in them. I wanted to be someone that could teach, coach, and mentor others. Well, I think that's enough about me for now. I wanted to discuss some things that I read about in the reading for this week. Some of the things that were discussed were the 5 strategies that are involved in mastery. After I discuss those, I'm going to go into the 3 that I felt best suited me, but I'm going to kind of talk about them a little bit before I say why they suited me. So the 5 strategies are the primal, the Darwinian, the rebellion, the adaptation, and life or death. Those are the 5 strategies for mastery. The 3 that I chose were the primal, the Darwinian, and the adaptation. And the reason was because something that was cited, that I'm going to read right out of the text. It's just like a sentence from each one that kind of caught my attention. So for the primal inclination strategy, return to your origins. Right out of the book, it says sometimes the inclination becomes clear, though a particular activity that brings with it a feeling of heightened power. That to me stood out a lot because the first time I saw a commercial about the Marines, it was something that I felt stood out to me, and that's what I wanted to do. That's why I chose the primal inclination strategy. The second one's the Darwinian strategy, and the sentence that stood out to me is once you've mastered your first field, for instance, like robotics, you look for other subjects or skills that you can conquer or own in time if necessary. That to me is part of being a Marine because you always have to adapt and overcome to something, or you get good at one job, so you want to do another. That's why I chose that one. The last one I chose the adaptation strategy, and it says dealing with your career is inevitable that changes. You must think in the following way: you are not tied into a particular position. Your loyalty is not a career or a company. That to me stood out because in the Marine Corps, you're always given missions where like you think that could be impossible to complete. So you think, how am I going to do that? And that's when being a leader kicks in. You have to adapt and overcome based off what you know, what your experiences are. So now I've discussed the 3 different strategies that best suit me. I want to tell you about the turning point in my life. The turning point for me was when I saw a Marine commercial and I felt it call out to me. I wanted to look like them. I wanted to be like them. I wanted to teach, coach, mentor others to be like them. And it made me want to be a Marine even more. And it's also one thing that being a Marine is different is we earn everything we're given. We don't have anything just given to us, and that's what makes us different. We work hard to get where we want to be and to be the best at what we do, and that was my turning point. Now for my dream job, it's a 2-part thing. I want to still be a Marine. I want to do my time as a Marine, but I also want to be a college teacher for design, which is why I'm getting my master's in design and technology. Now, the way I'm going to do this is by obviously finishing my master's, but there's also 2 goals that I complete in the next 3 weeks that will help me. And one of them is working on time management to get back into school habits. And the last one is to help get my family suited to me being back in college when I'm home. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I can't wait for the next 12 months to get going.